The National Institute of Health, the NIH, spent $1.8 billion studying racism. Oh, studying $1.8 billion studying racism? We can finish this in 30 minutes. When you find out what these people have been doing with your money, you're gonna be ticked off. This other thing I want to talk about, the first 20 days of the Department of Government Efficiency. I'm telling you guys right now that when you find out how much money the government is just peeing down the drain of your hard-earned money, you working every day of the week to make ends meet, and you looking at them taxes and they just taking them out your check. No matter what happened to you, they gonna take their taxes out of your check or you go to jail unless you Hunter Biden. And then you say, I'm doing this for the betterment of humanity. I'm doing my part. And then they over your money. I want to cuss. They over your money. Taking your money and doing pet projects and transgender reassignment theology and all kind of stuff. But I got some highlights real quick so you can see a little bit. I'm going to give you the top 3 that I saw, or that we came up with as a team, that I've seen. Empty federal office space. The federal agencies in Washington, D.C. are using an average of just 12% of their office space, and with some departments like agriculture at 6%. Taxpayers are funding maintenance for largely vacant buildings. The maintenance, they probably paying some type of rent. They doing something, property, you paying all of that. I don't know if they paying property tax. I hope not. Then they getting taxed on top of tax on tax that you pay tax on. Then the other one is expired program funding. Congress allocated $516 billion in fiscal year 2024 to programs with expired authorizations, including $320 billion for programs that expired over a decade ago. This funding bypasses proper legislative review and accountability. Hundreds of billions of dollars. Tax code complexity. The U.S. tax code has ballooned from 1.5 million words in 1955 to over 16 million today, causing Americans to spend 6.5 billion hours annually on tax preparations. The inefficiency is a massive drain on time and resources. And that's just a few. Let's go through this website real quick. Let's look and see if they got some more stuff on here that they have explained. I mean, look at this real quick. Let me push show more. 2024, the National Institute of Health, the NIH, spent $1.8 billion studying racism. Oh, everybody better go to jail. Studying $1.8 billion studying racism? We can finish this in 30 minutes. It's bull. That's all I can say. Let me give you a diagnosis. Racism in America. Oh, it's all bull. You got 15 people in a cornfield somewhere in circles talking about they hate Negroes. And they say, okay, we done. What are we talking about? They spent $125,000 on examining anti-racist healing in nature. Woo! Hell finna be hot this year. $151,000 on perceived racism, cardiovascular disease risk, and neurocognitive aging. $516,000 on effects of racism on brain and pathways to health disparities. You can't make up stupider stuff than this. And they got the sources here. You can just click on it right here. You can see the cost breakdown. So just in case y'all think they making it up. Can you believe that? $1.8 billion on. Let me tell you how stupid this is. They could have given reparations to black people for that. $1.8 billion, they could have given that out in reparations. Let me tell you, y'all get it, but they spend more money fighting it than helping it. If they think racism is so bad, why don't you help black people and fund these schools and provide resources and all that other stuff? Y'all rather spend $1.8 million to research it than to help somebody. Stupider than a mud. This is the greatest conservative event in United States history. Every year, bigger than CPAC, bigger than all these other organizations. Everybody's there. Cash Patel, all of them going to be there. I guarantee you, I think he's on the speaking list. I bet Trump going to show up this year. Everybody in politics go to this thing in Phoenix. Everybody. I'm going to be there. I'm going to have a booth. I'm going to have merch. Y'all can come in my booth. You can see me. I'm going to sign autographs, take pictures, whatever you want. I'm going to be there. All of your favorite people will be at Amfest. It's the biggest event of the year. Right now, they got a special going on. The ticket is $45.47. Obviously, $45, $47, you see the connection. And on top of that, if you use code Tatum at the link, you'll get an additional discount on top of the $45 for general admission tickets. They also have VIP tickets available. Now, obviously, I'm a speaker and I do all that, so I don't know. So I don't have to pay for the VIP, but I can tell you that the VIP experience is extraordinary. For you to be able to have access to all these people in the VIP experience is insane. All of your favorite influencers, politicians, all these people that may be backstage, that be in the VIP, that may be in the VIP area. It's, to me, the VIP is worth it if you got the money. But if not, you're doing good and doing good for a really good cause. Turning Point USA, one of the best organizations to exist in American history, in my opinion. This is the most fun of the year, I guarantee you. All right, so get your tickets. We got the links for you. Let's see what else they got on here. Summary of California high-speed rail project. Oh, my God. Gavin Newsom and all them crooks need to go to jail. Look at this. I don't know if y'all can see it. It says originally project in 2008 cost $33 billion. Now project is costing $88 billion to $127 billion for a light rail to nowhere. When my wife lived in California, we used to drive by that thing, and it was just the pillars. They still ain't built that thing. And it goes to like Bakersfield. I mean, a light rail to Bakersfield for $127 billion. Estimated completion date was 2020. As of 2024, 0 passengers have been transported to the majority, and the majority has not even been fully designed. Received $6 billion in federal funding, requested $8 billion in additional federal funding. Bro, if this don't make y'all mad, like you ain't mad enough. Like y'all ain't mad enough yet.
We decided to just give it all away.
Coming in, sir.
I'm getting back in line.
Let's go to some other stuff in here because they had some crazy stats on here. Estimated $100 billion in estimated improper payments were made in Medicare and Medicaid programs in fiscal year 2023. $100 billion. This is 43% of government-wide improper payments that year. Oh, Jesus of Nazareth, the Nazarene. Bro, that's just like two things. We spent almost $10 billion to this. We spent $1.8 billion on fake racism stuff and $100 billion here in wasteful spending for Medicare and Medicaid. Bro, that's like, how much money is that? That's like $120 billion right there that we could have been avoided of your money. Not the government ain't got no. The government ain't making no money. They just taking your money. Let's see how the government spends tax dollars. $28 million on licensing fees for a green camouflage pattern on Afghan National Army uniforms. Woo, woo! I'm getting hot. I'm getting mad. This is where my money going. When they hound me and charge fees because I pay a little later than I feel like paying, and y'all spending $28 million on licensing fees for green camouflage patterns on Afghan National Army uniforms. Hunter. Yeah, I don't blame Hunter for not claiming $2 million in taxes. $2.5 million on a Super Bowl ad for the census. Stupid. $1.7 million for a hologram of a dead comedian. $500,000 to build an IHOP in Washington. Let's go with more of this. Oh, that's the IHOP thing. Y'all, this thing get crazier and crazier. What's this? Government efficiency spending. Look at this. Fiscal year 2023, the U.S. government spent $6 trillion while only bringing in $4 trillion. The last budget surplus was in 2001. Listen, if your accountant F your money over like this, they got to get fired. You think you'll still have a guy being managing your money and they blowing your money like this? They're overspending every year. Let's see. Is there more here? The U.S. government recently approved the following grants: $45 million for diversity and inclusion scholarships in Burma. Oh, my God. $3 million for girl-centered climate action in Brazil. What the? $288,000 for diverse bird watcher groups. They might as well go to a, let me not say that. I'm trying to be good. These people might as well just take your stuff to the OnlyFans and blow your money. That's pretty much what they're doing. They just blowing your money. Look, this is the last one I'm going to do, then we're going to move on. The Pentagon can't fully account for $824 billion. What does that mean? What you're going to spend the rest of your life in prison does that mean? $236 billion in improper payments in federal programs in 2023. $200 billion in pandemic relief went to fraud and abuse. The U.S. failed to track $1 billion in Ukraine aid. All evidence right here at the DOGE. I'm telling you guys, when you find out what these people have been doing with your money, you're going to be ticked off to no end.